A park in the middle of suburban Balwyn is the new front line in trying to extend Melbourne's drought-affected water supplies. The Boroondara Council has commissioned the construction of a water reservoir the size of 2 Olympic pools to reuse stormwater that now flows out to Port Phillip Bay. Alexander Cork reports.
The usually quiet streets of North Balwyn have for the last 3 months been echoing with the sounds of heavy diggers. The $1.2 million reservoir is the first of its kind in Australia and is designed to capture stormwater and protect nearby houses from flooding.
Well, we looked at lots of different solutions. A simple one would have been to build a drain and to have the water go straight out to the Yarra. And we decided that water is a precious commodity and it would be best if we can reuse that water.
It is expected the reservoir, with the capacity of 2 Olympic swimming pools, will save Boroondara Council thousands of dollars a year on oval and park watering costs.
This current year we spent nearly $1 million on buying recycled water and drought measures for our parks and gardens and ovals.
Iconic Melbourne landmarks are doubling as water storages, with Federation Square soon to complete an expansion of its capacity. There are tanks under the MCG, and the Shrine of Remembrance is also being assessed for water storage. Demand for underground reservoirs are expected to increase, particularly from councils.
It's mainly coming from councils, local authorities who are beginning to see that the reuse of water is becoming important for their suburbs.
Melbourne City Council has recently tendered a proposal to build a 6 million litre water storage facility here at Rossiter Oval in Royal Park. The proposed tank will store water for nearby ovals and trees. Alexander Cork, Newsline.
Victoria's restaurants are battling a severe shortage of chefs, with a spate of new businesses stretching an already understaffed industry. Across the state, shortages mean longer working hours and more responsibilities for chefs. And for some, the extra pressure is causing burnout and early retirement. Experts are worried the restaurant and cafe boom in recent months is unsustainable and some will have to close. But trainers say restaurants could solve the problem by making more efforts to keep trainee chefs interested. Currently, up to half apprentices drop out well before their course has finished. A radical change in driver legislation is to be introduced to Victoria from July 1st. Lucy Martin reports on the new licensing system that has been praised by road safety experts but has young drivers up in arms.
Victoria's new graduated licensing system aims to reduce the road toll 30% by 2017. Under the new initiative, all first-year P-platers will be restricted to carrying only one passenger between the ages of 16 and 21 years. The RACV proposed the new laws and are confident they will see results.
Definitely we're looking to see a reduction in the road toll and the number of young drivers involved in crashes by introducing these new restrictions and laws.
One group that supports the new laws is Working Against Culpable Driving.
WACT is a group that was developed by parents who have lost children, partners, husbands, daughters, sons in road trauma, and we discovered that there was nowhere to go, so we started our own group.
As the mother of a car crash victim, Penny hopes the passenger restriction laws will change the mindset of young drivers.
I think this passenger protection law is the biggest shift that's been in road safety for many years, because it's actually the first time that it's going to actually shift a whole generation.
Road safety experts have been concerned for some time about the high crash risk for novice drivers.
As soon as a driver becomes a solo driver, their risk increases to about 33 times, and then it starts to decline after that. So we know that in that very early part of their solo driving career, that novice drivers are at really increased risk.
Andrea Canduff knows the importance of young driver safety after losing her son, Mitchell.
My son was killed on the 10th of February 2007, 13 months ago. He was 15 and 9 months old. He was one of 3 others in a car, P-plater. Things have got to change.
The initiative is seen by many in the community to be a positive step forward in road safety. But some young drivers claim the restrictions will prevent designated driving and assumes that they are irresponsible.
Well, when I'm sitting in the car with my mate, I don't usually distract him much because I know that you know, driving can be dangerous if somebody's distracted. So I think most young teens are pretty sensible.
But experts believe the restrictions are in place to protect rather than restrict young drivers.
It's not in any way to restrict them or limit them. So, you know, I guess we'd like to get the point across that it's really to save their lives and save their friends' lives.
Lucy Martin, Newsline.
Coming up after the break, keeping up with climate change, plus today's finance and sports news.